Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Rude Dudes podcast. My name is Matt, and I am joined today with Justin
Hello?
and Tyler.
Why?
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 Why? Is
Yeah.
that the
Yeah.
right question to be asking?
Tell me why.
Because why
Yeah,
not?
yeah.
Ain't nothing but a heartbreak.
Because this is an audio podcast.
Yeah.
And we could be hyped.
Tyler, I don't think you understand what that sounded like on our end.
Yeah.
No,
it was pretty
It
bad.
doesn't matter what it sounds like on your end because I'm the one recording this.
All right. Yeah, right. But you don't think that it won't translate well, like in the final product?
We'll
Like,
see.
You know what?
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
You know what, Tyler? You're right. Yeah, just run with it.
Yeah, we'll
See how
run
that
with it.
goes. Yeah. It's not like we're getting viewers anyways.
no, not at all.
Damn.
Yeah, roasting.
Shots fired at the viewers that aren't there.
Yeah. So today, if you guys couldn't tell, is going to be more of a chill, just like chit chat, catch up for us and with you guys. So we're just going to be talking about a couple of different topics. But to kick off, I just wanted to talk really quickly about Mortal Kombat 1 with you guys. Ghostface just came out, and it
Ghostface
convinced
Killer?
me enough to get the game or to purchase the DLC. Justin saw me play a little bit of the story this past weekend. It's pretty fun. The story mode is like, I feel like Mortal Kombat's always one of those games where people are like, "Oh my god, the story mode's so good." And I think that MK1 had a pretty decent story mode, but like their story mode hasn't been amazing in my opinion since MK9. That's when it was like new. It was kind of like trailblazing, right? Because everybody's trying to copy it now, but I digress. But I'm reminded. So Ghostface has a pretty unique mechanic. He's actually 3 different characters. So you're Billy Loomis, who is one of the original Ghostfaces,
Is
whatever.
that the one that is played by Matthew Lillard?
No, that's Matthew Lillard is one of the original Ghostfaces, but you play as uh, Billy Loomis, who's the friend and the boyfriend of Sydney. Like when he gets, he looks like this. For anybody, I'm showing Tyler just for reference,
Gotcha.
but his model quite literally is in game. Like if you do an X-ray on him, you'll see it's Billy.
Oh,
But he
that's
comes.
sick.
It is really cool, and he has some unique moves where he calls some other ghost faces out, and they've been confirmed to be 2 Black Dragon characters that haven't been in an MK game in a really long time, which are Kira and Cobra. So that's really cool. They have some of Kira and Cobra's moves. Just a really fun, unique character. And the thing I hate so much is that I'm reminded that I love this game's mechanics. Like I think it's really fun. But oh my god, the single player is just fucking terrible. There's not much to do. Like
Mm.
the MK11 had the Towers of Time, which was cool. You could unlock gear for certain characters, so on and so forth, be put up to challenges. And I kind of liked that design only because at least you were kind of fighting for a reward. In MK1 they had like this board game situation which they got rid of and they scrapped for Towers of Time again. But in the Towers of Time, you don't really even fight for cosmetics. It's just like in-game currency.
I
Or
think
like
you were showing me that at one
yes.
point.
Yeah. And I have beef because every character has in-game mastery, and you have to like grind as a character to basically even get their second fatality. Like you have to go like 14 levels with them, and that's not an easy feat. It's pretty difficult. But nonetheless, I'm having a lot of fun as Ghostface, and his first fatality is amazing, and you guys would absolutely love it.
It's like a reference to something.
It breaks the fourth wall.
Mm.
Yeah. It's really, really good. To kind of give you a description, Ghostface essentially starts stabbing the character that you're fighting against, and then it
Mhm.
pans out and it's Johnny Cage playing MK, and he's pissed that he loses, and then Ghostface creeps up behind Johnny Cage and stabs him.
That's funny.
Oh,
It's
That's
fucking amazing.
hysterical.
It's truly amazing, and
That reminds me of like Scary Movie, like the first one,
yeah,
where they're all
Mhm.
playing or either I forgot if they were watching a movie or playing a game, but they're
it's
all
one of the
sitting
two.
they're all sitting there doing illegal activities.
Yes,
And he's just like, "What's up?" But yeah, that
yeah,
kind of reminds me of that like a little bit. It's like him like out playing the game, and then he just kills him.
Yeah. I would love for like a Ghostface fatality to be like, let's say like a one of the female characters where he stabs her,
and then
and
the
then
implant comes out.
the implant comes out.
Speaking
Fun,
of Scary Movie,
fun.
speaking of that, did you know that I think the original director is in talks to do another
I
one?
think it's confirmed. I think they're in production.
Really? That's so
hmm
exciting. Because the first one was really good. The second one was good, I think. The third one was fun.
The third one was memorable, but
Yes.
not as funny as the first two. And then the fourth one,
I
I
don't think it
barely
aged
remember.
as well.
No, it didn't. That's the one I
Didn't
think
they
with
come
Charlie
out?
Sheen.
Didn't they
Yes.
come out with one pretty recently?
No, so they kind
No.
of branched off, and like the Wayne brothers, um, went off and did like their haunted
Oh,
parodies.
sorry. I was thinking of Scream. That's a scary movie.
Oh, yeah, they made recent ones like a couple of years
Yeah.
Yeah.
back. Fun
Yeah,
fact, I haven't seen a single one.
oh my God, they're such good
Neither
movies.
have I.
I think that you both would like them because, like, I know that both of you aren't really horror fans. Tyler is a closeted horror fan at this point. He's getting there. Um, but the thing that
I'm
I
getting
appreciate
around to
about it, um, the courtesy of his girlfriend,
it.
but the
Shut up,
thing
baby.
that
I
I
love you.
like, look at him. What a nice simp. But anyways,
That's right.
um, so with the scary movie or with Scream in general, the thing that I like about them is that they're campy to a degree. Um, chase scenes aren't just like, oh, girl trips and she's screwed. It's like kind of tense moments where it's like people are flipping over things, people are falling down stairs. Um, and the other thing that I like about it is that, like, not as a spoiler, but like Ghostface is never the same in any of the movies. It's always somebody new picking up that mask and kind of taking the role on.
Does it
Mhm.
does it ever get like spiritual?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I've watched. To be fair, though, I will say this: even though I'm a huge Scream fan, I've only watched 1 through 4. I kind of fell off the bandwagon for a long time, and then I kind of really realized how much I love those movies as of last year. So I'm watching through them very slowly. I'm on Scream 5. I think that one's. I can't remember what people think of it, but I
Oh,
know
there's
that
7 of them.
there's
Yeah, there's a lot.
7.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
I know
I
that there's one that kind of flopped, but I know that the newest one people like
Oh,
a lot.
I'm sorry. Well, wait, no.
Or the
Yeah,
7th
there's
one is being made.
the 7th one is being made. I forgot that there's a TV show.
Yeah, the TV show came out. I knew about that. I think that flopped. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
because the first
Courtney
Scream came
Cox
out in
is in
20.
it.
No shit.
Mm-hmm.
The first Scream came out in 1996. The second one came out a year later. The third one came out in 2000. Fourth one, 2011.
Mm-hmm.
The TV
Damn.
show came out in 2022. The
Mm-hmm.
fifth one came out in 2023. And then the
There was
next
a
one is
TV
going to be
show?
2026. Yep.
Yeah, I think the TV
Oh,
show flopped. I think people liked Scream 5 a
I
lot. The TV show flopped, and then they're looking forward to the next Scream movie. But there was some drama behind that, if I'm not mistaken.
so speaking of movies though, so fun fact. So this is something I learned about, and Tyler, it revolves around the Sonic movies. So there is like a little, I don't know, like a theory, but like something that people have noticed throughout the movies is that there is a certain character that wears specific colors, and those specific colors match the colors of characters entering the movies into the next, like entering into the next movies, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
So I think it was. I'm gonna probably butcher
This
this
is my
pronunciation of the name.
first time hearing this.
Yeah,
So
same.
this character named Maddie Wachowski,
Okay.
I think in the first movie, wore yellow, white, and blue to
Mm.
kind of like hint at Tails.
Okay.
And then in the second movie, she wore black, red, and yeah, black and red specifically, right? To hint at Shadow, which he
Mhm.
was like later to be like revealed at the like end of the movie.
Mhm.
In the recent posters for Sonic 3 promotion, she is wearing purple.
Big the cat. Let's go.
Oh, is that what you're thinking? I was thinking of
Espeon.
Rouge, the
Oh.
bat.
Yeah, Rouge.
Rouge would be
She's
pink.
black and
Like
black,
black and
white, and
pink.
pink,
Yeah.
if I'm not
Pink?
Big
mistaken.
the cat is purple. He's all
Yeah,
purple.
big or Espeon, but I don't know if
Eh,
Espeon or not
Espeon?
Espeon.
On
God, what's it?
I
Is it
think
Espeon?
it is
Right?
Espeon. Yeah. The
Espeon is a
chameleon.
Sonic Heroes exclusive, though, right?
Kind of. He came out in Sonic Heroes, but
Oh, okay.
he was a part of like this sorry, I think this like Archie comic of like the something detectives. I forgot what it was called, but oh god, I'm really showing my Sonic colors here.
Yeah, you sure are.
Okay,
Um,
also, Tyler, we were wrong. Rouge the Bat has purple wings,
Yeah.
so
but she's got all the colors. Big the cat is purple. I hope
I
that was
mean,
she's
Big the
got
cat.
I mean,
okay, so in the animation, we have
Uh,
been again proven wrong. She has purple wings and a purple bodysuit.
damn.
Pink, yeah, pink gloves, pink boots. If you thought Big the fucking cat was gonna get in before Rouge the Bat,
Honestly, now that we're talking about it, it makes a lot more sense.
listen,
I love Big, but
the
Fuck
creators of the
yeah.
Sonic movies, know what they're doing. They're trying to create the next Lolo Bunny.
Oh
yeah,
god.
1000%. Are you
They're
kidding?
trying to create
Oh
new
no.
generation of furries, okay?
No.
And that's what all I'm trying to
Rule
bring on this.
43 Sonic again. Not a new generation of it.
Tyler's quaking.
I don't want to do that anymore.
But
Listen,
yeah,
all you
I agree. I think
all
Rouge
I
makes
do.
sense.
It
yeah,
Rouge does make a lot more sense.
yeah. I mean, also it could be Amy. I think Amy also makes
No,
No,
sense.
Amy's
she's
pink.
No?
pink.
She's
She's
Well, yeah, Amy's pink.
100% pink.
Oh yeah, no, it's
I
pink.
would love
But
Amy.
I think Amy's gonna be in
Actually,
it
no,
though.
I sometimes want to bash that bitch over the head with her fucking hammer. She is so goddamn annoying sometimes, but like it
Sonic.
depends on the game. Yeah, Sonic. Um, like honestly, like I don't know. Amy to me, it's just like she's just so down bad. She's like the original pick me girl.
It's not wrong. But, oh
Like
my god,
she's
I could do this
chasing
and Sonic
Sonic.
will fall in love with me. And Sonic's like,
Yeah.
no.
The way that Amy is animated, it's always so fucking annoying. All she does is talk about Sonic. Do I pick her in every game? Yeah. Um,
Really? I thought you'd
but
be more of a Rouge the Bat.
I am more of a Rouge the Bat. I do really love me some Rouge
Or
the Bat. I'm
Cream.
more of like Team Chaos, honestly, in general.
Mm.
Like Sonic Heroes. Like if I were to pick a team to play through something as, I love Team Amy for Cream and Big.
Mm-hmm.
Or Team Rose, sorry.
Yeah, Rose.
And then I actually really like all three teams or all four teams in that game, but I really, really, really love Team Chaos. I played them
Was Team
the most.
Chaos that was fuck, we just said his name.
It was
Espeon? Espeon?
no, it was the
No.
robot.
Oh, was that Team Dark?
I thought they were Team I guess they were Team Dark, but I thought they were Team
I'm gonna look
Chaos.
it up real quick.
My Sonic knowledge is very limited, so yeah, I'm not
Uh,
gonna contribute to this.
Yeah,
my
it's
Sonic
Team Dark.
knowledge is it's Team Dark. Okay, so my Sonic knowledge is all Sonic Adventure Battle 2 and
Oh,
Sonic Heroes. Yeah.
I am a huge Sonic adventure. That's what got me into Sonic originally. Was Sonic
Yeah.
Adventure 1, Sonic Adventure 2, Battle, Sonic Heroes, Shadow the Hedgehog, like the OG ones.
Dude, I'm sorry. I will not ever be over like being a kid. I mean, it's ridiculous now that I think about it, but I even thought it was ridiculous back then. Who am I kidding? I always thought it was so dumb with Shadow the Hedgehog that
I
he had
love that game.
fucking guns.
I love that.
I was
Oh,
like, that is the
It
dumbest
was
shit. It's a great game
the
though.
rise of him
It's a
being
really good game.
edgy.
I thought you were gonna say that it was dumb that Sonic kissed a human.
Oh,
That
that's
is really
Sonic
fucking dumb too.
the Sonic the Hedgehog or Sonic 06.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
remember being like
game is outcasted.
I remember being like 11 years old and like seeing that there was a romance between a human and a hedgehog. And I was like, who would want this little blue, prickly, furry fuck? Like a
I
human woman,
A princess.
allegedly.
furries.
I mean, to be completely fair, why would Princess Peach want Mario?
He grows in size, okay? He just needs a mushroom.
He needs this one up.
Yeah. Or
Uh,
you could make the argument that she wants Bowser. That's where she always gets kidnapped. How did
Oh
Bowser have his kids?
no, Bowser, don't take me.
So, like, what if Sonic kisses a human in the movies?
I will end it all probably, but honestly, I don't know that he will only
It's not.
because is Sonic like the directors really seem to be pretty in tune with what people want, and
Well,
nobody will want that.
and on top of that too, do you guys know
Small
why
percentage will
Sonic
want that.
06 failed so bad?
Well, it was a glitchy, horrible mess of a
Well,
game.
that's a part of it. So the game development and everything for it was rushed
Mm.
completely.
Mm.
So they were trying to, and it was a lot of miscommunication between, the writers and game directors. The it wasn't supposed to be humans at first.
Okay.
It was supposed to
Okay.
be like more, and then they wrote this romance, and then threw it in there, and it was just like they were like, all right, well, it's done now. We're gonna run with it.
No
Who
matter like
needs to be
how
The
fired?
only thing that Sonic 06 did right was introduce Silver and Blaze.
Yeah, I forgot
I
about
like
that.
those characters. Silver, aka the Trunks of the Sonic universe,
Okay.
and Blaze. I really don't know what Blaze is, but everyone compares Silver to Trunks from Dragon Ball, which
I
is
don't
funny.
kn- I don't know like how like you're rushing to make the game be made.
It was
How do you,
miscommunication.
how do you
How is
result
that a
to
miscommunication?
how do you result to okay, the plot point is Sonic is gonna kiss a human.
Yeah, like,
Well,
hey
Like
guys,
how did we
let's
get
add
here?
in this romance to a fucking kids game where they don't care. I got a good idea. Like, who got fired after that? Like, I hope that they were like, what are you on? Like, he put his fucking kink in there. Or she, this person, added like their fucking fantasy. That is just so bizarre. And it was their final fantasy, okay? Because I'm sure they got canned.
Boo.
I
Boo.
I mean, if I had to imagine it, it was probably like they briefly looked over everything. They got to work on character models, and it
Mhm.
was too late to retract anything because they were like getting close to deadline. Because it was an Xbox 360 release, right?
It was an Xbox 360 and PS3 release, yep.
like
Yeah.
first
That was in
release.
that really weird fucking era where we were getting like really bad games, just like
Mhm.
one after another, and like a lot of them were misses. There were some like genuine hits though. Like Cameo came out around that time. Folklore on PlayStation 3 came out around that time.
So I guess Sonic 06 did come out on a 360 first,
Mm.
And it got ported.
which it so yeah, it's weird. I'm looking at the Wikipedia release date. It came out first on the Xbox 360 in North America, and then in Japan on 360 on December 21st. And then a year later was PlayStation 3 North America release.
Can I tell you guys my core memory with Sonic 06?
Yes.
The cutscene?
No. No.
Okay.
So I I went to the movies with a quote unquote girlfriend, right? Because I was in like middle school when this came out. And so I went to the movies. It was like our first date, right? And my mom picked me up. She had Sonic 06 waiting from Blockbuster, freshly rented in the back seat for me to go home and play.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And I started playing and I quickly realized that this game is trash. But I will always remember that. I remember being so hyped to be like done with the movie. I was like, finally, I can go play Sonic.
I never played it.
You never played Sonic 06?
Nope.
Okay, you need to emulate it or some shit. It's an
Hell
experience.
The
Yes.
no.
Sonic the Sonic person out of the three of us has never played Sonic 06.
And honestly, from from Sonic Heroes
hmm
till now, the only Sonic game I played in between that was Sonic Frontiers.
Sonic Frontiers is really good though.
Yeah.
But
But I haven't played any of the other Sonic games.
not Sonic and the Black Knight.
I've only heard about it.
Sonic has a fucking sword in that one, if I'm not mistaken.
He does, and it's weird.
They were really
Fit.
throwing everything at the wall and seeing what was going to stick. But they don't make Sonic Rumblers ever again or try to attempt the Sonic fighting game that came out on like the Genesis.
Oh,
I'm shocked that they never like threw another one of those out there.
Sonic Riders.
I loved that
I love
game.
that game.
I loved
I did
that
play that
game.
one.
Oh my god. I was a Rouge main in that one.
Mm.
Can't tell you that.
But yeah, no, you guys make me out to be a huge Sonic fan. I know a lot of
Girl,
Sonic lore.
Dude, you make yourself
You
out to be
literally
a-
just made yourself out to be a giant Sonic
what the
fan
thi- I
because you
know-
are.
I
You have a
know-
Shadow the Hedgehog Squishmallow on your bed right now.
Because someone got that for me as a joke.
But you kept it.
Because it's comfy.
Excuses.
I also have a Charizard one on my bed too.
There's a Charizard one?
Yeah, I have a Charizard one.
Hmm.
I'll show you after.
It's not official Squishmallow, but
Probably not.
anywho.
But yeah, no, I haven't played that many games.
I don't know.
Fake
I don't
ass
know
fan.
how you have. Yeah. Well, no, he's not a fake ass fan because he knows all this fucking lore.
I know the lore because some of the stories are actually really good. Like the official stories, not Rule 34 stories.
Mm-hmm. He's talking about both, just for everybody listening.
Tyler likes to read the fan fictions.
But actually it was funny because there's I have a video on my channel where we read off like a bunch of it was either fanfic or I don't know, there was one of them that was Sonic.
Oh, God, Tyler, you literally just said the official
No,
stories,
no,
and
no,
now
no,
you're
no,
talking
no.
about
It
fucking
was-
fanfic.
it
Please,
was-
you are not convincing me otherwise at this
Let me
point.
finish. We were doing it and then
Is that what you said to Rouge?
Oh my
Right?
God.
Anyways.
we were in the middle of the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order playthrough,
Hmm.
and we thought it'd be interesting to read off like fanfics or just like random stories. And then Jason, the one person that we were recording with, pulled up a Sonic one, and I'm sitting there, I'm like,
Mm,
what the fuck? Like I was so thrown off by it. And then he's just
why?
like,
That's
yeah, no,
bizarre.
he's like, I just went on Reddit and it was there.
Why?
I
It was for
it
content.
it always it like it boggles my mind how much like Rule 34 and like fanfic Sonic, like how much Sonic content there is for that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
It boggles my mind. I don't understand it.
I mean, honestly, I can understand it only because like Gardevoir has been sexualized so much, and that like I could not wrap my brain around that
I
one.
can't either. It's
I
so.
really still can't. It's a fucking Pokemon.
Oh wait, actually,
Please.
no. I'm remembering. Um,
He finished God of War.
no,
He's like, actually,
no.
I
This goes
did
back
think
with the
she was
Sonic
hot.
thing. A lot of people write those things because they attach themselves to Sonic growing up so much, and they fantasized about them. And there was a lot of people that did that because he was so popular in like the early
Sonic fans,
2000s.
yeah, Sonic fans are a different breed,
They
and I
are.
honestly feel bad for them because they haven't gotten a good
I don't.
game since Frontiers. But yeah, they are very dedicated. It's a very dedicated fan base. But with that being said, switching gears to another game, I was just talking about this earlier, but I want to
Thank
bitch about
you.
it again. Um,
Save
huh?
Tyler from the Sonic. He said
Yeah, I'm
thank you.
saving Tyler from the Sonic. I'm saving him from further embarrassment on the internet. Um, but w- I, speaking of Pokemon, I am pretty upset that we are not getting a new Pokemon game this holiday season. But
I am,
quite
and I'm
frankly,
not.
yeah, that's what I was just about to say is that like I am, but I'm also not because Game Freak needs to learn their fucking lesson. Truly. Like Sun and Moon were so abysmally bad that like or not Sun and Moon, excuse me.
Scarlet and
Violet and
Violet.
Scarlet.
Scarlet and Violet, thank you. They were so abysmally bad that like I don't know, like you had Pokemon Arceus, which ran pretty well
Oh,
and it
that
looked
game's
pretty good.
awesome.
It's a really fun game. There were certain quirks in it, right? But like you can kind of chalk those up to the Switch hardware, right? But then you have Scarlet and Violet come out. Not only did they have the most uninteresting battle system and like there's no Gigantamax, there's no Mega Evolution, there's
There's
these dumb
crystal,
ass elemental. Yeah.
the crystallization shit. Yeah.
And on top of that, not only that, the game ran like fucking ass. Like specifically Violet. I think Violet had more glitches. Like I had Scarlet and it didn't have that bad of glitches. Um
Yeah, see, I also had Violet. Violet. Um,
Scarlet.
no, I had Violet.
Oh, you did. Okay.
And like I had problems with it, but like I mean like I had fun with it in a way,
I did too. I mean, I
but
played through it all. I've
because
thought
it
about buying
was
the DLC, you know?
I did buy the DLC and I played through that too.
Do
Don't waste
you
your
like
money.
it? Really? Okay.
Like
I was gonna waste my money for Furret, but that's or
it's
Piplup.
it's it's all right. It just adds a new biome.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Hmm.
okay.
And each or both DLCs add a new biome. One of them adds like this like island you can go to, and there's this whole story quest,
Yes.
and there's a lot of back and forth, and like it's honestly, I mean, unless you're really into the story of it,
Right.
it's not worth it because it's like I don't think the legendary that's in it is worth it.
No.
Um, and then the next DLC that I forgot what it was called is like you go to like this other school and then like you
Hmm.
have to, and there's like 4 different biomes. You have to conquer each biome and like prove yourself, and then you fight the leader, and then it has more of the story from the first DLC. and then you beat it, and then that's it. And I was very mad. Not mad. I was unsettled,
Hmm.
Unsatisfied, if you will.
unsatisfied. That's a better word. Uh, and I felt like I wasted my money.
Hmm.
But I mean, it's a different twist on the Pokemon game. They should have, though, like Game Freak in itself should have spent more time on it.
I
100%.
agree. I
The
agree.
problem is that the game sold like nearly 26 million units. So
Holy.
Hmm.
are they gonna learn from this? Probably not, because the game still sold really good.
And Game Freak's one of those
Mhm.
companies that they only look at the sales. They don't look at the community
That's
feedback
true.
because they're like, oh,
And
it's Pokemon.
honestly,
It'll work. People are going to buy it regardless.
I think Nintendo's pissed about this one. I genuinely do. Only because they were pumping out new titles every single year for the longest time, sometimes twice a year. Like when we got Arceus and then also got Shining Diamond and oh wait.
Uh,
Yeah, Shining Diamond and Brilliant Pearl. Or Shining Pearl and Brilliant Diamond,
See, that
whichever
was good.
configuration.
That was a good remake.
Uh Ill. I don't know. To me it was dumb that they didn't just like remake Platinum, which is like
Yeah.
clearly like the winner. But like Game Freak, yeah, I mean they have so much money they don't know what to do with it, but like I do honestly feel even though Pokemon Scarlet and Violet like sold a ton, it's kind of like the Assassin's Creed effect where it's like,
Hmm.
yeah, Assassin's Creed games were still selling well, but like they were coming out as broken fucking messes. And like it just got to a point where the community was like, you need to stop. And they did. And then they kind of revamped and now they've been releasing like really quality Assassin's Creed titles like every 2 years. And we haven't had a new Pokemon game in what, 2 years? Yeah, it was 2022 when Scarlet and Violet came out. So it's
Yes.
2 years
I
officially,
feel like that's what
actually.
the tactic that they're going with.
Yeah, because I know that they did announce one. Um,
Another
Legends.
Legends, the one that's in Paris.
is it Legends?
Z, I
I thought
think Legend Z.
Oh, okay.
Z through A,
Yeah,
ZA or whatever it's fucking called.
yeah.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
and their biggest problem though, a lot of people compare like, oh, why didn't they just do what Arceus did? You also got to remember they announced those games at the same time.
so they were working
They
on
were
them simultaneously.
Yeah.
Yes,
I think that honestly, Arceus was supposed to be more so like Scarlet and Violet, like more open world, not loading, but they just didn't have the time. And
which
then
is
they got overly ambitious, and then they just didn't give a fuck, and they put it out because they knew it's a Pokemon game and they knew it was going to sell, but the fan backlash has been pretty bad.
mhm.
It's gotten them to be like it tarnished their name a bit. So honestly, I really hope that they learn from it and they aren't just like whatever, it's sold, it is what it is, like we're just going to continue on. I hope that they look at Arceus and see what made it good and then like kind of implement those and fucking bring back Mega Evolutions.
Yes,
Stop with this bullshit. I like honestly Gigantamax was fine, like they were pretty cute, like they kind of had like Mega Evolution-esque like vibes, because they changed.
they got big.
They got big, and the '90s fat Pikachu was actually
Oh
kind
my
of low key
god,
iconic. But honestly, fuck you guys for the crystallization shit. That
that
shit
was
was so boring.
I never used it.
It was so dumb. It was so dumb. If you want to have a situation where you want to change a Pokemon's type, please, for the love of Christ, just make a new version of that existing Pokemon. Oh my God, we have it with Alolan Vulpix. People love Alolan Vulpix. People love I'm trying to think of another
Ponyta,
one. Yeah, Ponita.
Bonita.
People
People
love
loved people loved Wiglet.
Yeah,
no. I personally loved the Raichu, the surfing Raichu that was like water and fairy or something or had archetypes of water and fairy. I was obsessed with that one, riding its tail. I love that Raichu. Um, but like do something like that. Like I don't know, they're just tired and money hungry and like Scarlet and Violet is the perfect example of that. They're just lazy and they don't have great ideas right now. in my opinion. I shouldn't call them lazy, but I will say that they don't have good ideas because fans make significantly better Pokemon and Pokemon evolutions, and they always flop with theirs. There's always one evolution where I'm like, that is ass, or there's two that I hate.
My whole thing, like, I am happy that they're taking this year off from releasing a new title.
I agree.
But they should have just went back to what they did in Sword and Shield.
Oh my god, I was just about to say Sword and Shield was one of the best Pokemon
I
games in recent years.
love that game
Me
so
too.
much. I hate and this is just my personal opinion on Scarlet and Violet. I hate the fact that
Okay.
you couldn't customize your character with different clothes other than the school uniform.
I
That
agree with that.
pissed me off.
I thought you were going to say the amount of shinies that you can get in Scarlet and Violet because I've never seen so many shinies in my entire life.
That too. I mean, because they had the group thing, like where they would come
Yeah,
up
the
in like
group thing.
hordes.
Oh, yeah. I
I
spent
thought
hours shiny hunting.
I remembered Sword and Shield being like very meh reception during launch.
I
It did have a meh reception, but in the long run, it's a fantastic Pokemon game. I've liked it since day one.
I think I have
Personally.
over 200 hours in that game.
It's a great Pokemon game.
Damn.
If you want more of like a true to form,
Because they have the Wild Zone. They
yeah, the
have
Wild
the
Zone was
Wild Zone
really
where you're
cool.
actually able to like go 360 degrees and like go on the bike, capture
Y-
Pokemon in the wild. Like
Yeah,
you
the Wild
literally,
Zone, I think Tyler too, that was the one where it's like you have to go on a specific day in specific conditions in a specific
Mhm.
place, but you can actually get like a Milotic
Yeah.
in like yeah, like I did that. I
And I
remember
think,
being like, that's so cool, and I love Milotic, like one of my faves. So
and
Is that a parasite?
no, no.
Sounds
It's
like
the
it.
evolution of Feebas, and Feebas is kind of ugly, and Milotic is all beautiful. So that's the whole thing. You used to have to like upgrade Feebas's beauty, if I'm not mistaken, back in the day for it to evolve. But now I think it's friendship.
probably.
I could be wrong, but you had to like compete in pageants with it in the original one that it came out in, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, no, one of the coolest things though is just the fact that like you can see other players too. Like when that came out in Sword
Mhm.
and Shield, I lost my shit. I was like, this is awesome.
I know. I know. It was so cool. Sword and Shield was really cool. And then it just feels like we've gone downhill since then. But honestly, bet your ass if they came out with like a Legend of Celebi game, I'd be buying it. You know what I mean? Like
Oh yeah,
I'm such a sucker.
especially because people love Pokemon to its core enough to be like, all
Hmm.
right, no matter what, I'm getting that game. That's me. I
Yeah,
I have bought like recently. I think I skipped a couple generations.
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 Generations of
Hmm.
just games, and then when I got back into it, like I have maybe the last like 4 generations. So I
Okay.
had, Scarlet Violet. Oh wait, I wouldn't really consider Arceus a generation. Oh no.
Yeah, I would.
Mm,
Was
Um
that your last Pokemon game, Justin?
yeah.
Okay.
Sword and Shield, uh Aloha? I can't remember. Sun and Moon.
Sun and
Sun and
Moon.
Moon.
Yeah.
Black
Pokemon Aloha.
sorry,
Aloha.
sorry, I'm thinking of Alohan versions of Pokemon.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotcha.
Um Black and White 2. Uh yeah.
See, like they're like baking on that though. Like they know people are gonna come back because it's a new Pokemon generation. It's a new Pokemon
Right.
game. So it's like you fall into that trap of these developers like Game Freak doing them probably I would say the minimum effort to
Hmm.
really to make a game.
I'm just on the whole purpose
And
of like they just need to make the mechanics fun. They get the battling down, besides for the crystallization. Fucking remove that.
Hmm. They also need to fix the fucking camera angles. I hate that. Just
Yeah,
do a fixed camera angle again. Please, God. I don't want to have like my Pokemon clipping through the fucking
I don't want to get
like
hit by my Pokemon.
area.
You remember,
Yeah, that too.
like
That
you could just
I
like
will
walk into it.
say,
It was cool.
I did like an Arceus when you if you fell next to a Blissey or a Chansey, and you like hurt yourself from like, the flying
Oh, the mount,
Oh,
the gliding
yeah,
mount. Yeah.
yep, the
oh,
gliding mount.
they'll heal you.
It would cheer for you to
Oh,
get better, and then once you got better, it would run away and disappear.
oh,
It's so cute. It was like one of my favorite things that I saw in Arceus. I thought that was really cool.
Arceus was, and the thing is too is like, if I had to compare Arceus to like any other kind of game, like it gave off like, or not really any other game, but any kind of like genre. It was like
Mhm.
it felt like a Thrasher at some points,
Yeah,
like or Slasher. My bad, not Thrasher. My
I was gonna
brain's
say
turned
what?
off.
wait.
What the fuck's that?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Thrasher?
what's the Thrasher? I was just gonna agree with you because I was gonna see where you were going with that. But why are you comparing it to a slasher? I'm confused.
Because of how intense the moments would get. Like you'd be like getting it like chased, and then you'd be like ducking, diving, moving around, trying to get the Pokemon, like turn around, catch it, or just trying to
Okay,
survive.
okay, hold on.
Like the boss
didn't get
fights.
far. I didn't get far into
Oh
Arceus.
yeah, the boss
What the
fights were fun.
fuck? What games did you play? Because I did not experience that.
Well, Matt, you know what I'm talking about, right? With,
Yeah, like the boss fights. I forgot about those.
Okay.
So like
Yeah,
there's
there was boss fights. There was like 4 of them.
yeah, so there's specific boss fights that you can do, and while you're in it, trying to do whatever objectives, like the boss was trying to hurt you, the player. So
Mhm.
like you were like ducking, like I was saying, like ducking, diving, like
Yeah.
just trying to get around to weakening this guy down so you can catch him.
And I don't believe that you actually you fought them with Pokemon at some point, but there was like times where you had to weaken it before you could even
Mm-hmm.
attack it with your Pokemon. So it was like really interesting, like the way that they set it up in Arceus. It was very different. I've actually, fun fact, I have not beaten the final guy in Arceus because of how much of a pain in the ass he is with Giratina. I get really close every single time, but
Oh,
I can't do that final mission, dude.
that's
I
not
cannot
even the
do it.
final.
Is it not?
No, Arceus is the final.
Oh God, yeah, I wouldn't be able to do it. I like all my Pokemon would be dead,
Like
honestly.
you have to like pretty much 100% the game, like practically 100%, like 99% the game,
Hmm.
and then a stairway to like the clouds opens up,
I have seen that.
and then you
Yeah.
go up, and then you fight Arceus and try to catch him. That was
Jesus,
so cool.
that is really cool. It's a cool game. It's a really cool game.
But yeah. So on that note, though, you guys ready to wrap this up?
No.
Or should we talk about aliens?
There's aliens in our oceans. We need to do
Maybe
something.
we should let's just throw this in here really quick, like the alien segment, just to like if we want to cut Pokemon or Sonic,
Okay.
because they're pretty heavy.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
Mhm.
just to kind of give a third segment, but who wants to introduce it?
Tyler, because I got nothing.
Okay.
Okay.
So, recent announcement. A lot of people have heard it. There are aliens in our oceans.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. According to one of the people that has worked with the UFOs. Like closely. And like went on Congress and stated that they work with it, but they couldn't go into too much detail. But essentially has said
Say it.
essentially has said that they are in our oceans, and like they come down and they go into the oceans because like I don't know, there's a lot of theories that go around it, but like that's why we turned around and tried to explore space.
Now, is this like, does this person work in the Pentagon?
I honestly I would have to look it up. I'm very much just quoting TikTok at this point.
Look lovely source of information.
I
But
mean, they did have the congressional
Oh yeah, yeah.
session, like bits and pieces of it on TikTok, but I
yeah,
can tell you that from the congressional session, and granted, this is probably just to like, ease the minds or whatever, but they basically said that there was not like efficient enough or sufficient enough evidence to basically back up the fact that there's aliens in the ocean.
they've only
Mhm.
found pretty much just UFOs or unidentified flying aircrafts or what is
Objects.
yeah, that one. My brain is fried right now.
It's fine.
But that in the ocean and they scrap them and then they have found like organisms that they can't identify
Mhm.
and stuff. So, but yeah, no, my favorite theory that's come with this is like that's why we've only explored what 5% of our oceans.
You
Mhm.
know, I literally that was one of the first things that I thought. I was like, it wouldn't shock me. Like I very much so am pretty realistic and like I'm kind of a man of science, but I do also think that there are things that we just cannot explain. Um and one of the weird things to me always has been why have we only explored 5% of the ocean? And I've always, for a very long time, granted, nobody really believes that it's true, but like I've always thought like the megalodon possibly could still be out there.
Yeah.
Like that's always been a topic of conversation, like with sharks and Shark Week. Like it's always a topic of is the megalodon exist? Does it still exist?
Mhm.
Is it really extinct?
Well, you know that one shark. I think they found it in Antarctica, like swimming around still, and it was still alive, and it was like over,
Yes,
like, what was
It-
it, 300 or 600 years
it
old?
was 400 years old, if I'm
400.
not mistaken, and it was the green shoot.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Greenland shark,
Yeah.
I think.
Wasn't like
So
yeah, was like the a recent development kind of thing. Like supposedly it was captured on camera or some shit.
yeah, it was captured on camera. They have pictures of it.
The Greenland shark, that was like 10 years ago.
Something like that. But
Was it?
hmm
so if something like that
Oh,
can exist, come on.
If something like the giant squid can exist without us really knowing about it, except
The
it like
Kraken.
recently just got discovered, it
uh,
recently was just confirmed to be a real thing.
Kraken's different from the giant squid, by the
I
way.
know.
I'm
I,
sure
I
they
know. I
derive
I
from,
just that's just
I mean, you're not wrong, Tyler. I think that they derive from like similar lore, you know?
Lord.
I I mean, far-fetched theory. It's a theory that I'm like, okay, my inner nerd would scream if this is real. But kaijus exist down in the oceans.
That would be wild. I was
So
watching an
Godzilla.
HBO
Big
I was
Godzilla.
watching an HBO documentary and this lady had a taxidermy chupacabra in her basement and yeah. Yeah,
The
she
fuck?
was like, yeah, somebody hit this and right outside my house, so I made a taxidermy of it and she got it DNA tested and it was like part wolf, part Mexican wolf and part something that we haven't discovered yet. So a lot of
Man,
people think that chupacabras are just actually like hybrid wolves, and that we just haven't
We just
like,
haven't like studied them.
yeah, exactly,
mm,
Which I mean, once we study something, then it's like no longer foreign, you know?
right?
So like I mean everything will eventually come out. Like they'll do studies on this, especially with
mhm.
them making it public as far as like the UFOs that they found. So
Yeah,
I mean maybe Atlantis exists.
So wait, let me
probably.
get this. Let me get this straight. So the um, the person that went to like the congressional meeting, whatever, to
Mhm.
talk about this, they said that they found UFO specifically, or was it just organisms in the ocean that we had never discovered till
UFOs.
now?
So they salvaged
UFOs.
UFOs.
Okay,
I
okay.
just was going off on a tangent saying that like it's believable, and I don't, guys, I'm looking at how many alien site or which states have the most alien sightings, and it's California, Texas is pretty heavy, Florida's pretty heavy. And what are they all by?
The
Water.
ocean.
California's the heaviest, though. I
Area
actually remember
41.
that being a storyline on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I remember that hitting the news that Chloe was like, I like sit in my backyard and like there's like aliens and like I see aliens and I'm like, oh my god.
I smoke with the aliens, bro.
That touches
Listen.
me.
But yeah, she basically went on a tangent saying that like she saw a UFO one time at one of their homes in the backyard. So it was like her storyline for that episode or something that they sat outside and tried to see if they could find another UFO or see another UFO.
That's hysterical.
Yeah.
I just want our Mass Effect future with the aliens. When is
I
that gonna
don't.
happen?
Justin, you sick fuck.
Listen, I want an Asari wife, okay?
Oh my god.
Picked up on
Rule
that real quick.
34.
But all right, Justin. Do you want to lead us out?
No.
No.
You got to do your spiel, man.
My spiel? Does anyone else want to give
Yeah.
it a crack?
No.
Okay. I will try. I will
You can
try.
say no. You could say no.
I will try.
No.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Please, of course, like, comment, and subscribe. Comment your favorite part down below. Start that conversation. And if you want, you can follow us on all of our socials, which will be linked below in the description. If you comment your favorite part down below and tell us if we messed something up or like if any of our facts are wrong. And do you think aliens are in the ocean? Indeed, yes, no, maybe so. And finally, we will be making a Blue Sky soon, so follow us on that instead of that horrendous app, which is formerly known as Twitter. And if you want to follow us individually on Blue Sky, you can find me at Matt in Madness. And then Justin, what is yours?
Spubby Jubby. Good luck. We're not putting that handle on the description feed, so good luck spelling that.
Yeah.
And I still have to make an account, so we'll get there.
You will. We
All right,
will.
Matt, that was really
But
good.
yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. And we appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And let us know what you want us to talk about in the podcast, what you would like to see. Do you like these chit chats a little bit more than a structured episode? Or also, what do you want to see us stream? Our Twitch is also linked down below. We do stream. We have been playing a little bit of Outlast Trials to
Mhm.
give you a little bit of a sneak peek. I don't know if that'll be up before this goes live, but if it is live, go check that out. Or if it isn't live, stay tuned.
Ring that or hit that bell icon so you can be notified when it does
Indeed.
drop. It's a banger. But on that note, peace out, guys.
Bye.
Where's my Asari wife?
Not here. Ah!